Day 29, not for the weak. Song of Songs, chapter 8, verse 6. Love is as strong as death. Ahava, this committed love that lasts a lifetime. It's as strong as death. What do you hear when you hear that? You know what I hear? I hear the Rocky theme song. I don't even know if that's the right one, but there's a Rocky song there. Right? You know what I hear? Get feisty. Get feisty. Right? Get competitive about this. I don't know if you get fired up about working for your marriage. We're going to talk about that more in a couple days. But today, right, love is as strong as death. Nothing is going to separate me. Nothing. I'm going to put my foot down, and guess what? Divorce isn't an option. Right? You and I are part of this marriage devotion because we love our spouse, right? And we value the sanctity of marriage. Right? But those who can last a lifetime put their foot down and say, there's no way I'm going to get a divorce. I don't care what happens. We are going to work through this because this is going to the end. I am going to the end. I am not going to quit, and I'm not going to quit on you. Not just your spouse, but I'm not going to quit on you, God, because love is as strong as death. Right? How far will you go to stay in the game? Right? You're doing this devotion. It's awesome. Right? Some of us, there's been some real hurt, some real pain. None of us are perfect, right? Corinthians says if you're looking for trouble, right, get married. There's trouble. And it's so easy to walk away. Right? And thank God for forgiveness and grace, right? Fresh starts, that He brings life from death. Right? But there's a spirit that God has given to you and to me, and it's a spirit of perseverance. That is a spirit that puts its foot down and says, I don't have the spirit of timidity. Right? I don't have a spirit of weakness. I have a spirit of strength and power and self-control. This is going to the end, babe. I am not going to call a timeout. I'm not going to walk out of this game. Yeah, I got a bruise in my knee. I'm hurting bad. I rolled my ankle, but guess what? Take me up, coach. I'm staying in the game. Yeah, I dislocated my finger. Put it back in place. I'm going for this. Right? That we could develop this passion, I'm going to put my foot down, this feistiness, if you will, this competitive edge. Competitive edge, not that we would have a better marriage than somebody else, but that we would be competitive against the enemy because he wants to destroy us. He wants to divide us. He doesn't want us to be unified. He doesn't want marriage to work. But guess what? Jesus does, and He's in you and He's in me. And again, that's why you and I are here, because we are feisty enough to spend some time doing some devotions based on God's word. And I pray that this feisty spirit stays in you, and not just in one of you, but in both of you. Right? That your heart will stay soft. We're going to talk more about that in a couple of days. A soft heart, right? So that our hearts don't become hard. But today is about getting feisty. It's about being like Rocky Balboa, running up that mountain, yelling Drago at the top of his lungs, doing those atomic sit-ups, right? And working hard for your marriage. Right? Realizing there is a competitive nature to this, and the enemy, that's who we're fighting against. The enemy, Satan, wants to destroy us. We're not trying to have a better marriage than somebody else. We're trying to stick with this through the end because love is as strong as death. Right? That your love would be permanent, that you would stay committed, that God would give you that strength, that you go knee to knee, hand to hand with your spouse. Say, God, thank you for giving us your feisty spirit. Help us to be feisty for one another even more. So help us to put our foot down, right? Because it's not for the weak. And so may God give you that spirit of power, of love, of self-discipline, of self-control. This is not for the weak, day 29.